We're everywhere, including my page too.
All right, cool.
Awesome. Okay, we are live. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everyone. I guess I could share it to my page too. Let me try doing that without losing you guys. Hey, everyone.
All right. Yes, we are here for cooking
Oops.
chat, and I am trying to tag some folks here. Let's see. We're coming on a little earlier than normal because because we just wanted to do it earlier, and it's Friday. So Sersie is working on getting some folks included here on her page. This today we're making girl dinner. Okay, so if anybody's on TikTok or you may have heard this thing called girl dinner, and we'll wait for Sersie to come back here before we dive too deep into it. But we did publish a recipe on Daniel's plate called girl dinner. So that's what we're going to make tonight. I'm going to make the version on Daniel's plate. Cersei's going to make a related version of stuff that she's got in her kitchen. So we're going to do that as soon as she comes back. But hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, Sersie, I mentioned we're making girl dinner, and that
Yes.
this is the result of a recipe that we published following this big craze on TikTok, this viral craze around girl dinner. And,
Yeah.
when I was really diving into it and watching all the different videos, this really goes back like millennia. Like, this is no new thing. Even though it went viral, it's just no one, I don't think, has ever put a title to it before.
Exactly. Everybody at every point in their life has had a girl dinner. Even the men has had a girl dinner. You know what I mean? Even the kids. Hey, you're having peanut butter and jelly for dinner tonight. That is girl dinner.
That's kind of a girl
So
thing.
for a kid version, So, but it's caught, like you said, it's gone viral on TikTok, and it just highlighted, I think, um, just this idea that every night doesn't have to be a gourmet meal. Number one, every night doesn't have to be something that you've made, and a lot of times it could just be pulling together, you know I don't want to say scraps, but in a sense, scraps from your
Yeah,
fridge,
yeah,
leftovers and all of
yeah,
that, and kind of just making just eating. And I know, Gigi, you talk about when you were really hungry and you came back from your ride and you just ate that bell pepper. That's like girl dinner on steroids in a way. But
yep,
in a sense, it's like you come home, you haven't had anything planned. Maybe all your meal prep is all done. And you're like, you know what, I'm just going to do a girl dinner. I'm just going to pull together what I already have in my fridge and I'm just going to eat that.
yeah,
Nothing fancy, nothing, you know what I mean? Blow your mind, but just it's still nourishing your body. And I think this is what we took the take on girl dinner, saying when you look on TikTok, like I watched several of the videos as well, Gigi, and some of those articles and things, and 99, well, actually 100% of the girl dinners were like girl dinner heart attack, girl
right.
dinner diabetes,
Food. Yeah,
and so it's like a lot of um bad food. And so we wanted to kind of take a spin on girl dinner and say, listen, if you are doing things right and if you are eating for your purpose and if you're eating for your health, your girl dinners are going to look a lot different than the ones you see on TikTok. Because if you're stocking your fridge with healthy things that are nourishing your body, when you start to pull together, which is what you're going to see, because honestly, all this stuff is literally from the fridge. I didn't even go grocery shopping. I didn't, try to tweak it or anything. I literally, I'm doing the girl dinner from the fridge. You know what I'm saying? And so your girl dinner could be healthy if you're pulling together the leftovers of all the good food that you stocked your fridge with. And so we took a spin on it, and that's why we have the recipe on Daniel's plate called Girl Dinner Doesn't Have to Be Unhealthy, right? It can be something that's actually quick, snack like, but also nourishing your body at the same time.
Yeah. So when we put the recipe together,
Mm-hmm.
it was mostly made with stuff that was already in the refrigerator.
Mm,
And I'll say that the only thing I didn't have on hand
right.
were the roasted chickpeas. That was really the
Mm,
only thing because you know, when I make roasted chickpeas, I usually make it as a topping for a salad or something like that. But you know, as a nutritionist and everything, I wanted to add a legume to this girl dinner and really make it a balanced meal. I mean, honestly, this girl dinner checks pretty much all the boxes. Um,
yeah.
I'd say the only thing it doesn't have in it
With a
is
grain, maybe.
a whole grain, yeah, like a whole grain or a or mushrooms. Like it's lacking mushrooms, but
Yeah.
otherwise it is a balanced meal.
Yeah.
Nutritionally, let me just talk through it real quick.
Sure.
It's got like 21 grams of protein. It's got 25 grams of fiber. That's,
Mm,
I mean, most people don't get that in a whole day. And
yeah.
so you're getting it in this one meal. It's got, you know, it's high in beta carotene, it's high in vitamin C, it's high in vitamin K. It's got those chain breaking antioxidants in it. So the vitamin C with the vitamin E, lots of
Mm-hmm.
vitamins, also rich in iron. And because
Mm-hmm.
it's high in vitamin C and high in iron, you get that bioavailability.
Mm,
So that absorption of the iron, great source of zinc. So when you check out the recipe, be sure to scroll down to the nutrition part of it and check that out because this is like this meal is legit nutritionally.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
so why don't you share, Cersei, what your girl dinner is looking like? Because I know it's slightly different from the one
Yeah. It's
I
not,
have.
yeah, it's not too far from the path, but I did have some celery. So I have some celery here. I had some leftover cucumbers that I was doing something with. I have some carrots. Let me see if I could turn you guys down a little bit. There we go. I got some carrots. I got a radish. I've got a bell pepper. Honestly, I even have an avocado
Mm.
that I have as well that I was thinking I could actually stuff inside of this red pepper or slice it. I don't know. I have a half of an apple. I have some olives. And I actually have some nut butter that I was actually going to put on my celery and put the smoked paprika on it because just my
Oh,
chance. So that's what I was going to do for that. And then I have some chickpeas and I also have some roasted artichoke that I
mm,
just, yeah. So that's what I have for my.
yum, yum. So I'm gonna tilt mine down here so you can see as
You already
well.
have it assembled or no, not
No,
yet?
I
Okay.
don't. I don't. I have it sitting out on the cutting board here. So
Okay.
I've got, I'm just gonna tilt my camera down here a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm doing it okay. So you could see I've got a carrot, some celery, jicama, leftover bell pepper,
Hmm.
and some cucumber. I've got the roasted chickpeas, and I also have some almonds. I have a bag of almonds because I sometimes make my own almond milk, and so
Hmm.
I usually have a plethora of almonds.
Hmm.
So and then I also picked up. I've got, you know, I just happen to have these. There's some plums that are kind of
Mm.
locally grown that are in season, so
Mm.
this could be added to it as well. But
Okay.
yeah, but it's just, you know, it's just basically taking what you have in your fridge, all the healthy stuff,
Hmm.
and just making a dinner out of it without any
Yeah.
fuss or muss. I don't know what muss is, but so yeah, and the bell pepper I have is actually left over from something else I made. I can't remember, so I'm just using that up. And same thing with the jicama; it's left over from a rainbow salad thing that I made a few days ago. And
Yeah.
And you actually feel good after you eat it. I can't say for sure, but I think my skin was glowing a little more than normal after I ate
After eating the girl dinner.
after eating my girl dinner. That's
Oh,
just
I do have some hummus left in the fridge if I want to add to it.
oh nice. That's a
I
good
had some
idea.
leftover hummus, but I also have the avocado, so I'm debating. But since I have the hummus that I haven't finished eating, I think I'll stuff this little bell pepper with the hummus instead and put some everything bagel seasoning on that.
Ooh,
It's
that's a
just,
good idea.
yeah, just because I have to finish up that hummus anyways. Again, it's back to just using what you have in the fridge.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
I'm gonna go ahead.
there's been some controversy around the girl dinner because some people are using girl dinner to basically,
Oh,
just eat crap. I mean, um,
or
there was
just yeah,
yeah, or just I don't know.
to
So,
starve themselves, like some type of eating situation. So
right, right.
yeah,
And so, we're like Cersei said, we're trying to put a healthier spin on girl dinner.
yeah, yeah.
And I think, yeah, and we were kind of talking about this a little bit yesterday.
Hmm.
What you have in your fridge is kind of a glimpse into your world,
Yeah,
And
it's a little health check. Like, show me your fridge, and I'll show you what you're eating. You know,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
and
That's it.
it's a glimpse into your health situation. So,
Yeah,
and there's no, you don't have to cut these real fancy. I mean, honestly, you could just eat the carrot as it is, but I like to
yeah,
cut it just because it's just easier to chew.
yeah.
And so it's just super simple, super easy, and super healthy.
And there's
Su-
no rhyme to it. You're just literally just putting it together, right?
Yep. And putting it on a plate or in a bowl.
Yeah.
And got
Woo!
this.
I overdid the smoked paprika, but hey, sometimes
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
thing
You
could
could
be
also
good.
you could also put peanut butter and some raisins if you have that on hand. A lot of people have raisins and peanut butter. Put that on your celery.
Yeah, like
Do
an ant on the log.
a little ants on the log action. Yeah.
What's going on with this apple here?
Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
Got a couple olives. I usually put olives, my veggie pizza for one
Yeah.
that I make with the
Ooh.
Ezekiel crust.
Oh my gosh, I can't open this. Oh my goodness.
Hey Narisha. Hey Narisha, we're making girl dinner tonight or this afternoon because it's kind of
Yeah.
early.
Have you
And
guys heard of that?
yeah, and we published a recipe on danielsplate.com. Healthier version of girl dinner than what you've been seeing on TikTok if you're a TikToker. And nutritionally balanced. Again, the nutrition label is in the recipe, so very legit from a balanced meal standpoint. There've been a lot of criticism around girl dinner. A little controversial, a little bit.
I guess they're saying why does it have to be a girl? Because boy dinner didn't get that much you know, steam, I guess. So it was
Hmm.
kind of like some people saw it as empowering because it was like um women not having to always be making these meals and all of this other stuff. And then, so I'm not,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I mean, and the reality is when when you come home from work and you're busy, like you have a busy schedule, you got a lot on your plate, it's just pulling stuff together to eat something that's healthy without the fuss.
Hmm.
And, I don't think that, and certainly men can eat girl dinner too.
Yeah, they call it have a boy dinner.
It's just a marketing thing, I guess, the way it's titled. Mm. So this is what my little plate looks like.
Okay. You're on.
Now I got some roasted chickpeas. So, how's yours looking, Sersie?
Yeah, I'm almost putting it together. I just gotta put these chickpeas on.
Okay.
See these little artichokes. Yeah, really nothing to it.
Cool.
Yep. That's it.
Oh, that looks
You see
great.
it?
Yep, looks great. Awesome. Great job.
Yeah, there you go.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
Girl dinner. All right, Cersei. So what else is going on?
So, for those of you who haven't heard, we have a new book that is actually going to be released on September 8th, and it's entitled Daniel Fast: Why You Should Only Do It Once.
Mm-hmm.
So this book is going to empower you to refuse the king's diet in your own life and become a Daniel in your own life so that you can be stronger and a healthier version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we can post a link to the page so you guys can get more information. But yeah, we are really trying to get this book in as many hands as possible. So that we can kind of help people really start taking care of their health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it really is something that is very unique, not out on the market at all anywhere. And it's very much a candid, honest, truthful kind of take on the Daniel fast and
Yeah.
how you can use the Daniel fast as a jumping off point to get and stay healthy over the long term. Because a lot of times people will do the Daniel fast for 3 weeks and then go back to their normal way of eating, even though they feel good and they've lost some weight. And this book has basically a way for you to it's a step by step for you to use the Daniel fast to take control of your health. There's a journal in here. There's also some sample recipes from danielsplate.com, frequently asked questions. The foreword is by Reverend Aaron Robinson, who is the senior pastor at Mount Welcome Baptist Church in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We've got endorsements from Dr. Joel Furman, Dr. Neil Bernard, and Pastor Schnell. And we are just super excited about this. We were reading through this when we were finalizing the manuscript with the people who are helping us publish this. We were just saying, when you're reading the manuscript over and over again, a lot of times I've written, some other books in the past, and you kind of get tired of reading it. But with this one, it was kind of like, I'm really proud of this book, like the way we wrote it. And it combines science and scripture. So it's very much fact-based. So we got a question. Yeah, we do have recipes in the book.
Yep.
So
it's really...
So it's Daniel Fast, Why You Should Only Do It Once. That's the name of it.
It's really your one-stop Daniel Fast book, because if you've ever done the Daniel Fast before, this book is going to be for you. If you're someone who's curious about it and you're like, I always wanted to try the Daniel Fast, and this book is definitely for you. And if you're somebody who you've done the Daniel Fast way back in the day and you kind of want to refresh your experience with it, this book is for you, because not only are we teaching you how to do the Daniel Fast, what you eat, what you're not supposed to eat, kind of the traditional information that you get with Daniel Fast, but we're going even beyond that, because now what we're doing is that this book is going to teach you exactly what is happening, why the Daniel Fast is so powerful, why many people do it every single year for decades. It could even be more longer than that. I don't even know the full history of how many years this has been going on. But what is the power of the Daniel Fast and how it can transform your health? We're talking about diabetes. We're talking about obesity. We're talking about high blood pressure. We're talking about a lot of different chronic health issues that the Daniel Fast is the answer we never knew we had. And so this book is going to open your eyes and let you see the Daniel Fast from a new perspective. You're not going to see it the way you've always seen it, where the Daniel Fast is something that I'm just going to do for 21 days, get a little something, something, and then go back to my old way of living and come back. I'll see you next year, Daniel Fast. See you 2024. No, this is going to give you a radical, new, fresh, liberating experience of what the Daniel Fast can do to change your life. And so we're excited about it because as the church, guys, we are sitting on a gold mine. It's kind of like having that lottery ticket. Right now in Florida, the person that won the 2.5 billion or whatever is in maybe 40 minutes away from me at a Publix. Okay, they bought that ticket. Now, a lot of times we buy our ticket, we do the Daniel Fast every month, but we don't cash in. We don't cash in the money. What we do is we buy the ticket. We have the ability to cash into the billions of dollars metaphorically, but we never show up to bring our ticket in. We just sit on the ticket. And that's what a lot of us in the church today is doing. We are sitting on the Daniel Fast, doing it every year, boxing it into January, not realizing it was the gift that was going to help us heal our bodies, take us to the next level spiritually, emotionally, and ultimately with our health, so that we can live out our purpose on the highest level. The church is riddled with so much chronic health issues. We're praying for our health, and yet we are sitting on the winning ticket and we won't cash it in. And so this book is going to help you cash in your lottery ticket, and that's what it's going to do.
I love that analogy. That's awesome. So again, we're talking about Daniel Fast, why you should only do it once. We will be coming on live more, so just keep following us. We'll be sharing more about it. And if you're in our Facebook group, Daniel Fast, A Bridge to Healthy Living, you'll definitely be hearing a lot about it.
Yeah.
And so just stay tuned on that. Again, it comes out September 8th, so it's not quite available yet. These are just our proof copies, and so it'll be available for sale at all your major retailers online on September 8th and beyond. So
yeah.
So it's a great title, Lifestyle versus Reset. Yep.
Yeah. So any questions, or I don't know if there's any comments. I can't really.
Just that. Just the one.
Okay.
Yep. So.
But yeah.
So this is gonna be a short, quick and chat because girl dinner.
There's no prep involved.
Yeah. There's a funny meme out there, Sersie. You may have seen it. It's a picture of a zombie, and it just says, it says, "My veggies in the refrigerator, watching me order takeout." And it's like
I saw that one.
Zombie. Yeah. And
this is your way out from that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have you bought all these things and you didn't finish them? This girl dinner is a way to get it all together and just eat the real food. If you made, leftover beans or whatever, you don't even have to really turn the stove on. That's what's amazing about this kind of just pulling things together. They were calling it the peasant dinner, but when you look at the history of food in general, the king's diet is what made people sick, and it was the peasant's diet, the simple foods, the rice, the beans, those things, and they were actually benefiting health-wise. Right. And so the king's diet that seems so lavish and having access to all of these rich foods was actually a paradox, because it was actually causing them to die younger and to be sick because of those foods. And we're in the same situation in North America, where most Americans are living on the king's diet,
Mhm.
right? We're just eating up all all these foods that we have access to, these processed foods and all of this, and we feel like we're living high on the hog or whatever they call it, which many people are just literally doing that, but not realizing that these foods are killing us softly. And if we would refuse the king's diet and
Mhm.
eat a humble peasant's version, which is absolutely delicious because it's the real food from the earth that God intended us for us to eat in the first place, and be able to thrive from that perspective.
Yep. Yep. And feel good. I mean, that's the thing.
Hmm.
You feel good after you eat this way, you know?
That's it. There's no side effect. The only side effect is the feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
guys, this is a good one, man. If you put almond butter and smoked paprika on some celery, it's good. Remember, I brought you onto that when we met. It's a
Mm-hmm.
delicious little flavor. So,
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's it, y'all. Any questions, go ahead and post them. We'll follow up
hmm
on the replay and answer them as we go through them. And yeah, just, if you're eating a girl dinner, make it healthy.
that's
Um,
it.
yeah.
All right. See you guys next time.
All right. Bye.